right. Sorry about that, chat. Get the stream music going again. Oh yeah, we have new camera setups again, so the lights have to move so they're not in your eyes. I got a phone call right as I was about to finish setting up. So I had to go answer that real quick. Oh, that should be. Oh, and I forgot the green screen. Can you tell that I've been in a rush the last few minutes? Ugh. Okay. Crossbone X1 time. Didn't actually hit play on the music. There we go. We're probably eventually going to get rid of the face cam on here. And by eventually, I mean it might be gone as early as next week. Because now the cameras are in the view. But you should now be able to see a lot more. And we may have to move the lighting around again to match the new setup. So hopefully you can see everything. But now hopefully you can actually make out like what we're doing. Camera a little closer. Oh, I knocked the light over. Sorry, things have been pretty chaotic with my other job the last few days. Hopefully they calm down soon. But, whew. All right. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Got just a little bit of green screen still showing back here. Oh, that'll be okay. That ain't gonna break the world. So Crossbone X1 time. I drove like 4 hours today. Came back home intending to take a like short 15-minute nap and then beat Xenoblade, and I slept for 2 hours. So, you know. All right, so this is what we're working on tonight. Okay, move this up where you can see, and then all this should be good. Oh, it is blazing hot in here because I turned all the lights on before I got that phone call, and then didn't have time for like to turn the fans on, and so it's warm. But we're working on the Crossbone X1 tonight. I'll stop complaining. Great to have a job at all. We have a lot of options here, tool-wise and weapon-wise, and so I'm really excited for this build, honestly. I'm going to call it right here, chat. I think this is going to be the first Gundam that we build on this channel that is actually as good as the artwork. I think this is going to be the one. The Barbados was really close. The Unicorn was really close. Both had slight problems when it came to the Barbados, the hands, and the Unicorn was the arms. I think this can be the first one that like we put it together and we are floored by how good it is. And we have to raise cameras to be able to get vision up here. But all right. So with this, you can kind of make out what we're looking at. Kind of. This light is a little too bright. There we go. All right, so you can kind of read those instructions, right? Take longer naps. I should probably just sleep instead. I had recorded last night. I stayed up pretty late and recorded a video on the new Xenoblade, or not Xenoblade, the new Vampire Survivors DLC. Let's get all these runners out first. We'll take a look at all of them. And I was intending to upload that this morning, and I went and laid down for a couple hours, overslept. I slept 4 hours this morning, and wasn't able to get that upload done in time before I had to leave. So, I mean, I can work tonight because I've already slept 6 hours, right? 4 hours this morning, the 2 hours earlier. That's 6 hours. No, every year I say I'm not gonna try and rush to beat games before Goaties. Gotta go eat soon, I understand. And every year, I lie to myself. One of these videos got demonetized because I was holding a weapon, by which they meant the X-Acto knife. All right. We got our stickers. It's very dumb. I think this new camera setup up here is really going to be nice. I think it should fix all the problems of the hands, and now you can see how much I talk with my hands. All right, so we have runner A, which has some good parts to it. Really excited for the pistol parts. Sure, although shouldn't this be wood? Let's see. Runner B. Good stuff in there. I may have to hold my hand behind it so you can see through them. We have runner F, which is the effect parts for both the blades, Space Pirates, and the fists, knuckles. And I guess this was on there and came off, but this is for the shield. We have runner G1. Looks to be mostly leg and waist pieces, including the core fighter. Been a while since we built something that has a core fighter in it. Camera is struggling to deal with that white. Runner C, which is the blue parts for the chest. Runner E, which is the feet. Runner H2 looks to be the vernier parts. This part here's broken. That's okay. We can build with it anyway. G5, which is backpack and more leg, or G2, sorry. Backpack, more leg stuff. D1, which is all the gold pieces. H1, which is more vernier. And then finally, of course, our PCs. So, a good little set of runners. And a lot of parts, actually. It's way more parts when you look at just the fact that it's being used for a Gundam than the Unicorn had, which is really surprising to me. I thought for sure the Unicorn would have the most parts out of anything that we build for a while. We're going to try and separate these out where we have a workspace. I just dropped the shield. There's a camera there. Here we go. Yeah. The full cloth and build fighters. Yeah, it's very good. Very good. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to try and get ourselves a little space cleared here in the middle. All right, we need C. See, when I build these on a table, I have all the runners laid out in front of me, like spread out, so that I have plenty of space to build. Need C2. But because of this new overhead camera, I can now build pay attention to the fact that I have a monitor over there that's held up by strategy guides. I also have my extra paper towels for when I'm painting over there, which you have all seen me use on stream now. So now, a little behind the scenes, that's where they're stored, is on the shelf that holds my other monitor over there. Two. I do need to clean this office up so that I can do an office tour. There's a bag of trash behind the green screen. And I don't want to show off trash. Eating BRB, I understand. All right. Goes like this. But an office tour might be a fun video to make. Once the new year's in and we're just doing fun stuff again. we go. Cool. C8 and A30. 8. There's a part of me that feels like I should zoom this camera in up here because you can see my leg. There's another part of me that's like, but if I don't zoom it in, then you can see the whole workspace we're working on. And we can use this one to focus on, like, direct stuff. Like, if I want to just zoom completely on what we're working on with our hands. I think it winds up being a pretty good setup, other than the fact that there's now a camera directly next to my head, which is why, again, we're probably going to get rid of the face cam. Okay. We need A30. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Right, and then we need C1. I felt like we were probably going to need another C part. May have to like scoot my chair down. Again, though, if we don't have the face cam on, then it doesn't matter what position I'm in. The chair is up right now for the sake of being able to be seen on the screen. Another reason why we're probably going to go away with that, you know? Go. I nicked the side of my finger just then with that. Turns out maybe using an X-Acto knife when you haven't slept much is not the best idea. Alright. And see, like, now you can actually see what I'm doing. May all your bacon burn. But I do need to blow my nose real quick, chat. So I'm not going to try and hide that from you. I am in a mute, so you won't hear it. But there we go. Oh. That's what happens when you have like 7 studio lights in your office. But the lighting looks immaculate. Everything looks great. Okay, so we go with like this. Okay, all right, okay. And then like that. All right, okay. Digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, there we go. All right. That slots in right there, and then we just push fit it. Just like so. We still have a bit of a seam. We're gonna... There we go. That's not too bad. Now also, because the way the camera's oriented, the autofocus will work, which is awesome. Really digging that. Okay. We're one part in, 16 minutes into the stream. But we had a lot of stuff we were covering too, so. We were looking at all our liners, we were getting everything set up. There may come a time where we make these 2-hour streams instead of 1, and we'll complete a lot more Gundam that way. But that also means we'll complete a lot more Gundam that way, which means I'll have to buy more Gundams faster. I almost bought some today, chat. I was a few hours away from my hometown, and I went into a hobby shop to finish getting Christmas presents for my little brother. I won't say what they are because there's a chance he'll watch this. But while I was in there, they had a Barzam that I really wanted to get to build here on the channel. And I almost did, but I can probably get it for a better price on Amazon anyway. I think you've been out of your town in a while? Yeah. I don't blame you there. This was the first time I've been, like, a ways away in a while. I stay in my general area. But I was out of town for work today, so I was like, well, while I'm out, you know, go ahead and stop in. See what they got. Place was not very friendly, but their selection was really good. So, you know, kind of like when you find that restaurant that's really dirty, but everything they make like tastes incredible. So you just keep going back, even though they really need to clean things up in there, because it's so good. C5 is next. This is not C5. This is A. It's G1. That's G2. It's B. This is C5. Eventually, I'm going to learn that camera's there, and I'm not going to hit my head against it anymore. Yeah, that one truck stop. You can't remember where it was on the road trip, but the stuff was so good there. For sure. All right, we have our first sticker of the night. And I don't know where I put my sticker tool. That's a problem. Where did I... All right, guess we're doing it the old-fashioned way today. Sticker 5. 5? No, it's sticker 1 goes on here. Oh, that's a tiny, tiny sticker too. But it's vital to the kit that we get this sticker right. We're going to be very careful. We'll use our X-Acto. We use the back of the blade. Like so. And we're going to sit. Oh, it's a little bit off. We don't want to scuff it. We just need to bump it over. There we go. I think it needs to come over just a little more, but I really don't want to scuff it. That was too much. Yeah, for sure. Trying to get the camera to focus in here on it. There we go. We scuffed it a little bit on the side, but it's pretty close to where it needs to be. We're going to call that good. Thank you, thank you. All right. Now we have that part. And immediately after that, we have our next sticker, too, which is the eyes. All right. So we need E1. I'm not going to rush this Crossbone. I know this one's going to be an in-depth build. It's going to take us a while. And we're going to take our time with it. Even if it means we're working on it for a couple weeks. Because I think it's going to be worth it. Like I said, I'm really hopeful that this will be the best thing that we've built on this show. Right, we get our choice between faces here. And they are almost exactly the same. The difference, of course, if you know the story of Crossbone, is who's the pilot as to which face. I like Kincaid now more. So we're going to take the left face. Because this is the X1 as well. It's not the full cloth. Then we need sticker number 3. We just need one of them. Come on now. There we go. I keep hitting it with my head, but eventually I'll learn. Don't know anything about Gundam characters yourself? That's okay. That just means if you ever want to learn about them, you have a lot you can learn, which is fun. But if you don't care to learn about them, don't worry. You'll eventually hear me talk about them enough that you'll learn them. Crossbone's really interesting too because it's the only. It's the biggest, like, most popular Gundam series that doesn't have a TV show. It is all about a manga, comic book. It's about pirate Gundams. The Zanskar Empire. Formed from Cosmo Babylonia. And one brave boy named Tobiah Aronnax that is trying to stop them. Who finds a pirate crew to join that is also trying to stop them. Okay, how does this slot in? So it goes into the first part here. My hands are too big for this. There we go. And then the back part comes in. Slot them in together right there. There we go. People have been asking for Crossbone to get animated for a very long time. And at this point, I feel like they're saving it for if Gundam ever stops making money. Then they'll make Crossbone. Because it's shown up in some of the side stories. And people got really excited when it did. They were like, oh, here we go. Finally, Crossbone. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not happened yet. That is such a tiny part. That is tiny, tiny, tiny. We need C9. Be careful too, make sure we don't cut off parts that we need out of these. Alright. Though I did have somebody ask the other day, like, what do I do if that happens and I cut off more than I'm supposed to? It's okay. Glue will absolutely still work. In a bad situation, you can always use glue. Preferably you don't need to. Preferably you can just, you know, not cut off too much and get it that way, but glue will work. There we go. How's it going, Yoki Machine? Yo, Kick Machine, I'm sorry. There we go. Right? So, I want to go ahead and put the head on there, but it does not direct us to do that until we get the arms done. But we're going to go ahead and do it anyway, because I think that looks better. There we go. So this is what we have so far. Almost a half hour into the stream. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's start on the arms. Evacuate some meatballs. Awesome. Meatballs are very good. Hope you enjoyed them, sir. I was talking about how everybody seems to want... You're building a Zoid right now? Nice! Which one, Yo Kick Machine? How about how everybody wants Crossbone to be animated? But I think they're saving it for... Hey, we're not making any more money on model kits, which means it will probably never happen. Eventually, I'm going to get used to the fact that camera's there, and I'm going to stop hitting my head. I had a Shadow Fox that I was building that unfortunately got stolen from me before I was able to finish it, and I haven't bought another Zoid since, but I really need to. I used to have an Elephander too, but I had to get rid of it when I was a boy, a young boy, when I made that Elephander, and we were moving too much with my dad's job, and I had to get rid of it. Tigers Your Empire? Nice! Yeah. I had somebody that I let live with me for a little while because they needed some help. And they took some things when they left. Shadow Fox was one of them. How does this work? This is upside down, isn't it? HMM Zoids in the Philippines are rare to get discounted. Hey, I don't blame you. You pick up what you can when you can. I understand. I am so confused by this. Oh, it's ad time. That's just effort. Yeah, they're saving it for when they need it most. For Crossbone. Okay, I figured it out. I'm just blind. That was the easiest thing in the world to read. Evening, Blunt Alibi. How you doing? Alright. Oh, we have more stickers. Okay. Alright, well, let's get these parts together. I'm gonna learn that. This is our first stream where that camera's there, but eventually I'm gonna learn it and I'm gonna stop hitting my head. Is he just killing you? We have spoilers, I guess, for Tuesday, but on Rungren's watching Zeta and I'm watching through it with him again. And we have 5 episodes to go on Zeta. We are almost done. And I am so excited to hear his thoughts when we finish it. That whole section, you watch for it. When we finish Zeta, there's going to be a whole section of the podcast on Tuesdays that is just him talking about Zeta and me talking about how much I love Zeta. And we'll see how he feels. I don't think he loves it as much as I do. He loved First Gundam, though. So, you know. Give him props for that. Yo, Kick, if I was to buy a Zoid today, obviously, you know, I'd want to get one for a good price. But if I didn't have to worry about price, I would probably get a Death Soarer. I really like the Death Soarers. I used them so much in Zoid's Legacy. There's Kilimanjaro arc, Quattro Speech, and Zeta. Yep. When and where, my liege? Yep. Lieutenant Quattro is pretty great. We're not going to skip Double Zeta. We're going to watch Double Zeta, but we're going to watch Double Zeta faster than we watch Zeta because Double Zeta has a couple of recap episodes that we're going to skip. So. Oh, these stickers are so small. Ad time? Ooh, really? Rumored this 2023. Well, it might be time for me to get back into building Zoids. Oh, we accidentally grabbed a 4 too. This Gojulus is gonna burn wallets? I'm sure. Zoids is one of those series that I absolutely love. And I play just about every Zoids game that came out. I'm one of those weird people who didn't fall in love with Zoids. Welcome back from the ad. I didn't fall in love with Zoids because of the TV show. Even though I do love the TV show. I fell in love with Zoids because of the GBA game. Zoids Legacy. But don't ask me which Zoid show I like more, because, man, I don't... Be tough to say. All you want is Camille to catch a break. Yeah! Welcome back as well, Roxanne, from the ad. Appreciate everybody that does watch those ads. They literally help pay the bills, so really do appreciate it. Yeah, Camille, man. I feel so bad for Camille. He gets just pushed around all the time. And he just needs, like, give him, like, a day. Just a day. Also, hopefully everybody likes the new camera setup up here. We're probably going to get rid of this camera where you can see me eventually, because it's full of cameras now. But, alright, this part is supposed to be wrapped in number 9 somehow. Some PTO and like 200 hugs? Yeah. You watch Gundam at 8? First Gundam? That's a little... I was going to say it's a little young, but I mean, like, First Gundam is so seminal. Even though there's a lot of stuff that children probably shouldn't see, it's like, it's also like, maybe they should. Teach them some good life lessons. And also make them fall in love with giant robots. Oh, that was the smoothest I've ever put a sticker on this channel. That was incredible. Look at that. Oh, no. It's coming up on the end. No. Don't look at that yet. Hold on. Gundam Seed at 8? Okay. Gundam Seed's not too bad then. Look at that shoulder, chat. No, I've really... Home Wars for you at 10, so yeah, saw TV Violence Young. What Gundam would I recommend for a ton of weaponry, like the Liger Zero Panzer? I would say if you prefer a ton of weaponry, you got a couple options. So, Gundam Wing has the heavy arms, which we're gonna break the scene here for a second. And I'm gonna grab my heavy arms. Which looks like this. Oh, almost breaking everything. Looks like this. He's got a lot of DACA. Missile pods everywhere. But we're going to put him over here for now. And I'll put him back in a minute. Bandai's training art Gundam. But the show that he's from is a little... There we go. And that's not a very good heavy arms either. In the show, he's like a lot more gray and dark blue. That's not a good kit, is what I'm saying. The red kit is pretty good. The show that he's from is not what I would call one of the best Gundam series. But I'd also recommend the Gundam Leopard, which has a ton of missiles, a big chain gun. That's a lot more like the Panzer, right? Because that's what the Panzer really is a ton of missiles, a lot of weaponry. And the heavy arms has a combat knife, so it does have a melee weapon. But that's just for kits. If you're looking at shows, yeah, and that's from Gundam X, the Leopard. If you're looking at shows, honestly, one of the best places to start if you don't want to start with the original is to watch Gundam Build Fighters. Because it just has a lot of cool Gundams in it. And it's a lot more closer, I would say, to a regular anime that people are going to expect to see. All right, we're going to build the 2 arms at the same time here. IBO was yours? IBO's pretty good, too. IBO's a lot more grounded. Weaponry-wise, they don't use a lot of, like, beam weaponry. They use a lot of physical weaponry. And the Gundams represent that. You know, you got... The Gundam Bile has just 2 swords. That's its weapons, basically. But yeah, if the Panzer is what we're going off of then it's for sure. Heavy arms and the Leopard are the big pulls there. I have forgotten what I was saying before, so it probably wasn't important. I love talking about robots, though. So, like, somebody might say, Trey, you're building Gundams right now. Why are you talking about Zoids? Man, talk about any giant robots. I've got a Gal Gaigar kit back there, which I've already built a Gal Flygar before. Yeah, you wouldn't get the references if you watch Build Fighters, but you'd still get to see a lot of different cool Gundams if it's your first introduction. I still say first Gundam's the best place, but it's your first introduction. You can get some... Yeah, for sure. For sure. There's Build Fighters is great. But if you're looking for a series to start, I definitely recommend the original. If you're just looking for kits to build, the Heavy Arms, the Leopard, lots of weaponry. I mean, the Crossbones have a bunch of different options, but they're not really Panzer types. Couple GM models that have a lot of options. The Stark Jagan is like, whew, a lot of cool options with that thing. I love the Stark Jagan from Unicorn. The Dual Gundam, I guess, has a bunch of stuff. The Virtue from 00, though it's a little bit more beam weaponry. Also, if I'm just rattling them off, let me know and I'll stop. I only have 1 speed, and that's if I like something, I love it. And so I get really animated really quickly when I'm talking about things I like. At brainmelt.exe. I get really animated. Personally, I believe it's one of the few skills I have that I actually bring to the table in this YouTube channel, you know? Is the ability to actually, like, 100% be excited for something I love. I don't believe in cringe when it comes to talking about something you love. Unless it's a person, like, I think sometimes people can get kind of cringy talking about other people. Like when you see guys talking to like Pokimane on Twitter, like, there's no cringe in Bossing Say. That's absolutely right. Also, for anybody who missed it Tuesday, Twitch gave us our awards for the end of the year. And we are in the top 2% of all podcasts on Twitch. It's incredible. And again, thanks everybody so much that watches. We have an incredible number of watch hours across all our different shows, and it's because of all of you. So thanks so much for that. Thanks, Blown Alibi. It blew me away. We're going to upload the clip to YouTube. I'd already have had it done if I wasn't working so many hours at my other job this week. But we're going to upload the clip to YouTube, and I full on basically start crying. Because it just, I couldn't believe it. Will or Roxanne 1 could probably tell you. They were there. They saw it. Seed was airing on TV when you were 8. Seed was airing on TV when I was... too old. What year did Seed air on TV? I bought the DVD versions of Gundam Seed. Your trails and shit stayed for Gundam never change. I have no intention on changing, that's for sure. Oh, I'm so stoked for Reverie. No! Aha! Trails from Reverie should be coming to the States soon, this year. And I'm so stoked for it. You gotta catch up, Blunt Alibi. You gotta catch up. 04, 05? In 04 and 05, I was 15. You can do the math from there to figure out how old I am. I was 15. I remember buying the DVD versions of Gundam Seed that came out in like the 10 episode chunks, 12 episode chunks maybe. CS3's killing you. I understand. Oh, I love that game. I love that game so much. Kurt Vander. Love Kurt. I also remember buying the Destiny packs and then being so incredibly disappointed with Gundam Seed Destiny. I don't own any Zoids on DVD, though. I should fix that. I don't own any Mazinger either. I don't know if they ever put Mazinger on DVD. Tell you what I'm probably going to wind up picking up, though, and that's those Gao Blu-rays. Anybody who doesn't know, Gao is my favorite anime of all time. We should. Yo, Kick, you have inspired me. I need to get some Zoids to build here on the channel. Plot issues getting too big for you to ignore? Yeah. There's some stuff that just, like, really, in CS3, but I do love it. I do love it anyway. Gurren Lagann is so good, Yo Kick. I adore Gurren Lagann. I actually have a really funny story. I guess not funny. Tell about Gurren Lagann. There's a few choices in my life that I look back on and realize how much of an idiot I was. I mean, there's more than a few, but there's a few that are like stupid choices that I made. And when I was, I guess I was 17, 18, I had been convinced by friends and family that watching anime was something that I should have grown out of. And so I stopped watching anime, which was a mistake, because I let them convince me of something when it's my choice to do. I can do whatever I want. I'm an adult. Do what I want. But I had completely gotten out of anime, and then Gurren Lagann came on. Yeah, pretty much. That was it was, you're an adult. You don't have time to watch cartoons. Gurren Lagann came on the Sci-Fi Network. And when I watched Gurren Lagann, because it came on Sci-Fi, I was like, well, this is on an adult channel. I'm gonna watch it anyway. I was hooked. And it rekindled my love for anime and gave me the strength to say, you know what? I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm going to watch what I want to watch, and what I want to watch is these sick robots fight. And because of that, I watched Gao, and then, like I said, I was hooked from then on. So, it's almost funny to think about, without Gurren Lagann, this channel probably wouldn't exist. Because I would still be working a job I hated because it was the adult thing to do. And I owe so much of the joy that I have in this life to this job here on YouTube and Twitch. I mean, if not for this job, I wouldn't have met my girlfriend. If not for this job, I wouldn't have met Rundgren. Wouldn't get to spend time with all of you wonderful people. Never have played Trails. Do we have to do this twice? We have to do this twice, don't we? I hated this step. This step is the worst. Okay, but it's different parts for now, so we'll just work on this arm. But either way, Gurren Lagann, incredible series. Absolutely love it. Social drama fiction puts us through. That's right. I would have just been the normal, like, you know, I guess I'll watch adult shows. When, hey, guess what? They are adult shows. Anime is also for adults. That's how it works. Yeah, funnel spam. I would have never experienced funnel spam. Oh, I need to go back and find that clip and turn it into a clip on the channel, Will. You broke me that day. That was incredible. No, and so like then after that, I dove head first, right? I started watching One Piece. I started watching more Gundam series that I'd missed out on in the time that I wasn't watching anime. And I don't regret it a bit. It's good stuff, man. I see that argument used sometimes too with stuff like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, where it's like, why would you watch these shows of these adults running around dressed in suits, fighting monsters? Like, well, first off, because they're awesome. And second off, because they're about hope, man. It's cool stuff. Why wouldn't I watch it? We need E4. Chad, I am going to have to blow my nose again. I'm just letting you know. I will mute so you don't have to hear it. But when I disappear off the side of the screen, that is why. I will hide nothing from you. You want the grass to blow up when they do the pose. That's right. That's right. You get it, Yoki. Yeah, you find that clip for me, Will. If you can, because I don't remember when it was, but I know it was during a Gundam Game Day. And I will make a clip out of it. I wish I had the time to still do Gundam Game Day. I started putting Ryu Soldier on in the background while I was grinding in Xenoblade the other day. Because I've been meaning to get back into watching Tokusatsu. And I don't know how I feel about Ryu Soldier yet. I need more time on that one, I think. Go. This part goes here. I feel a lot better knowing that, chat, you can actually like see what I'm doing because of the way the two cameras are laid out now. I don't have to stress so much about trying to make sure you see what's happening. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. We missed a little bit of a deal here. Maybe Ryu Soldier gets better, though. I did just watch like a couple episodes. So. I love Kyoryuger, which is another dinosaur Sentai. So. And also, like, you know, with recent news, I wanted some dinosaur Sentai goodness, and I wasn't going to go back to Zyuranger right now. Or to Dairanger right now. I need some more time. But I will eventually. Right now I'm watching Ryu Soldier. Kyoryuger is the dinosaur Sentai that's my favorite. Well, I say that. Aba Ranger's real good. But I wasn't going to go back to Zyuohger right now because of, you know, recent events. I don't really want to see... I try not to think about what happened with JDF. I guess I'm being too vague for people that don't know, too. Talking about the actor for the White Ranger from Power Rangers, Green Ranger, White Ranger. That unfortunately committed suicide. But I wanted to watch some Dinosaur Sentai that wasn't that, so that I wouldn't just constantly be thinking about that while I was watching it, you know? Yeah. So, started watching Ryu Soldier, and it's okay right now. I don't hate it. I just also don't love it. That's a weird place for me to be because I'm the guy that like loves everything according to the internet. All right. Now we need A3. We're about to finish one arm. But like I said, I'm also only a couple episodes into Ryusoulger. So. Oh, Kamen Rider's so good though, Blunt Alibi. I understand, but it's so good. I need to catch up on Geats. I've been trying to watch more Sentai because I've seen way more Rider than I have Sentai. And then I've been watching Ultraman. I say watching. I haven't really been watching anything since December rolled around, but maybe when you hit your 30s, be time then. There'll be time. I haven't really been watching anything since I hit December because I've been trying to finish stuff for Game of the Year. But I almost have seen all of Heisei Rider. So I was like, well, I'll go back and watch a bunch of Sentai. Try and get caught up there too. And eventually I'll have seen every series, you know. That's one arm done. Rider kicked the enemy so hard they end up in Skyrim intro. That'd be pretty great. That would be pretty great. You got a clip, drop it in. Nightbot might get mad at you, but I'll approve it. Then I can watch it after the show. Younger siblings gonna make fun of you because you say you're late 20s. Yeah, I understand. I turned 31 this year. I think I look incredible for a 31-year-old, just saying. But I turned 31 this year, and a lot of things that people go, well, like, hey, now you're in your thank you, in your twilight years now, and it's like, look, man, I've just begun to live, okay? I have just begun to live. And I think that's the important thing too, right? Like, none of us have infinite time. But as long as we make use of the time we got, we do what we want to do. We try to enjoy life to its fullest. We don't hurt anybody, you know? That's my personal philosophy. That's why, like, when people say that they watch things ironically, I'm like, I could never do that. If I watch something and I like it, I like it. I don't like it ironically. I just like it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Enjoy the time you got now, because, you know, can't get back what you don't have anymore, but you can enjoy what you got. A lot of 30-year-old people we respect told you 30s the actual 20s? Yeah. Yeah, the 20s was rough on me. But I'm enjoying my 30s so far. I hear that Trails music. That means it's almost time to stop. Keyboard Zoids and random crap? Yeah, for sure. Like, this week, I was looking at getting into the Digimon card game, you know? Why not? Do I have the time to play it? No, not really. But why not? It looks fun. That's another reason that I'm so grateful for this job, because I get to do so many things that I wouldn't get to do otherwise, because it's my job to cover video games and tokusatsu, and, you know, it's awesome. Starting FF4DS, very first time without finish. Yeah. Look, man, FF4 is a great game. You go for it. Do it. Have fun. Why not? And some people say, like, well, you can't really call this a job because it doesn't pay for all your bills. And it pays for some of them. I get to have a good time. I get to hang out with cool people. I get to play video games and watch TV shows for a living. To me, that's the best job I could get because I get to be me. I don't have to go into, like, I do have another job that helps pay the bills. Looking at getting another one. But I don't have to go into an office and, like, put on a front and pretend that I'm somebody I'm not just to be able to get through the day. I don't have to, like, deal with people here and just pretend to be somebody I'm not. I can just be me. If I like something, I like it, you know? Yeah, it absolutely does. It wears you down. And I have so much respect for the people that do it because, you know, I get it. You got to do what you got to do to pay the bills, but it sucks. I wish people didn't have to do that. 8 to 5? Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier is that I had to drive 4 hours from my job today for a meeting. And that 4 hours was terrible. I've been staying up super late every night trying to beat Xenoblade for Game of the Year. Working around my job hours. But at the end of the day, when I review Xenoblade, and I gush about it for like 40 minutes on this channel, and it gets anywhere between 12 and 400 views, and people tell me, hey, you know, thank you for sharing your feelings, it feels good, you know? It feels good. Yeah, I understand that too. I definitely understand that too. All these kits that we build have to be paid for. AdSense doesn't really pay for these. All right, we also need a 7. But at the end of the day, I love what I do. Something just went off and didn't pop up on screen, and I don't know what it was. Nightbot, what happened? I don't know what that was, chat. I don't know what that was. Oh, that was the follow. Thanks, Yokick. I don't know why that didn't pop up on screen. It should have. It should have. I don't know why it didn't. Tell you what. We'll get that popped up real quick. Maybe we won't. Hold on. Where did it go? There it goes. All right. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why that didn't pop up there, but I'll get that fixed for next week. Appreciate that. Also depends on the industry. Some jobs are not complete. Yeah. 40 hours. For sure. For sure. Man, Twitch is weird, right? Trans Am. That's right. That's right. That's going to be my name for the whole pre-show of Tuesday's podcast. Twitch is weird in that, like, you have to have, in OBS, you have to have all of the stuff on all of your scenes. You can't just import it to one thing. So I guess at some point I forgot to add that one in there. But I wanted to make sure that you got to see your follow pop up, Yokick, because that is important to me. Thank you so much. Apparently, Twitch recap watched almost 300 hours of Twitch streams from different people's stream. First chapter of CS2, no regrets. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, on the Tuesday podcast, which is our biggest show of the week, we do, you can use your channel points there to, like, change my name or to do a bunch of sound effects and stuff like that. Apparently, those sound alerts aren't on this layout either, so I gotta fix that. Cool. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. That's the goal of this one, is just to be a place people can come hang out while they build. Or just hang out, you know, maybe they've had a rough day. Why is this not slotting in right? Be able to relax for a little bit. Friday night's the chill stream. Alright, there is a problem here, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's because that's not fully in. That's why. Oh, it's such a good soundtrack, man. There you go, get that nub off right there. We are almost at the end of the stream for today. But, real quick, Yokick, do you have a recommendation for a good Zoids kit? Because I'm going to get us a Zoid to build at some point here on the stream. But I haven't looked at Zoids kits in a very long time. And as we wrap up these arms, we're going to build both arms and then stop for today. Berserk Fury, that is a cool suit too. Looks like a cool build. Okay, all right. I will take your word for it then. Berserk Fury and Chaotic Sentry was really cool. As we wrap up here for tonight, because we do just stream for an hour on Fridays, as we build. Let's finish this hand first, though. We will be back Monday with MMO Mondays. Rungren and I will play Lotro as we work our way through there. Those are fun hangout streams while I shoot lightning at things. Has egg beater forms. That's very true. That's very true. It has the stakes in the feet, too, right? The kit comes with that, I assume. Then Tuesday, we have our big podcast where we cover gaming news, anime news, stuff like that. There's already some stories that have come up, including one with Mr. Cavill that I'm really excited about. That is the Shall Not Pass game, for sure. For sure. Wednesday, Rungren plays an assignment that he gets on Tuesday night. He gets that voted for in the chat Tuesday between some different games that come up in the random number generator. Thursday, we do a D&D podcast where we talk about all things Dungeons & Dragons, and we're covering one D&D right now. And then on Fridays, one week I build, and the next week I paint. So this week we built our Crossbone X1. It's kind of RNG, yeah. And next week, go back to painting Sisters of Battle for a kill team for Warhammer 40k. And then the Friday after that, we will come back to continue with some Crossbone building. And next Friday's stream might be earlier or later than normal, but normally all our streams are at 7 o'clock CT. But next Friday's stream might be a little bit earlier or later than normal because I have Christmas stuff with the family. So we will see. I will let you know, though, ahead of time. Tweet it out, something like that. But if you missed the stream live, all our streams go live on our YouTube as well, for this Days of VOD. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks again for coming to hang out. We got a good chunk of the X1 done. Not as much as we would have had if I hadn't got so busy talking and having a good time, but I had a blast. So, you know, I'll have a good evening. And until next time, remember to always enjoy the full spectrum. Oh, I messed that up. I've been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. And remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that the Crossbone X1 has to offer.